I want to now get into this next part. Okay, this is only 3 minutes, a little bit more on the UDPN. Okay, so you guys may think this ultimate deep dive UDPN. Guys, I'm telling you flat out, you got to understand the whole thing of UDPN. Because when we talk about mass adoption, I want to give you guys examples of mass adoption. You know how many people are going to watch this? There's always going to be this one particular guy going to be like, all the, like this one guy said last week or 2 weeks ago. He says he was literally like laughing at me, and it's okay. I got thick skin. He was just like, "Ha, Pepe, larger market cap than QNT. Shib, all these ones got way larger market cap. You're focused on
Line.
just right now. You're not
Exactly.
focused. You haven't done proper research. Nothing against that guy. My
What
thing is this. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was getting ready to say, and nothing against either one of those projects. What I'm getting ready to say, what I'm getting ready to say. Let's see how many of them last after regulations, because you have to pay to play. And most of them don't have the money to pay to play. They don't even have teams behind them to even get the capital up to pay off every government for regulation. You better ask Binance, 4.4 billion.
Yeah, this is where I will agree to disagree with you, my friend. All right, I know about love and respect for you. I think the Cokes and Pepsis, like the Shivs, I think they stay around, even if they get slapped with.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying it, even if they get slapped with a regulation, let's say there's some law passes or something that says, meme coins that has no utility, boom, gone. I mean, yeah, they're gonna put up a fight. The Shiv team has tons of access to raising capital super quick and so on. So I mean, that's another thing. But I mean, come on, man. AAA developers from former Call of Duty guys. Anyway, it's cool.
Yeah.
What I want to get into is not a discussion about that, but what I want to point out is, guys, the concept of mass adoption. This is what I'm sharing with you guys. So UDPN is a perfect example how we get to the road of mass adoption. This is what people, it's like enough about the whole thing of partnerships and so on. Do we have examples of mass adoption? The examples are here from beginning to end. And here is only a 3-minute segment. This was just last month, actually just a few weeks ago. Okay, guys, just a few weeks ago. Because sometimes people point out, Max, you do a lot of the history. I need some more of the present. Okay, here's some of the present. Look at this. This is good. I don't know if I linked you up on this. Probably I didn't, but it's okay. For the research, because I gave you too much, Channing, and I understand. So what's it say here, guys? It says, no, it's fine. UDPN, interoperable payment infrastructure for the digital currencies of tomorrow. The digital currencies of tomorrow. Oh, is this what Maximus is talking about? Yes, this is what I'm talking about. The digital currencies tomorrow, because Quant is connected to the digital currencies of tomorrow, because that's literally the plumbing of it all. Don't get it twisted, guys. If you just connected to this whole thing, please understand you got into cryptocurrency for a reason. And if anything, if you were like me, it's because you had the hope and prayer that there would be something out there that would be maybe worth more than BTC. And I know we get tunnel vision. We see those prices of BTC, 73, 74K, and you're like, oh my God. But don't get twisted. Don't get blindsided by the numbers. If you understand market cap, if you understand like how many X's it can do, a 2X from if a person just came to BTC right now, let's say it's like, this is rounded off, Channing, 74K. A 2X, let's say it was at 70K. A 2X is 140K. That's just a 2X. How many projects in our portfolio have done 5Xs, 10Xs? How about Relio? 14X. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Understanding there's an emphasis on knowing what you have based off of tokenomics, based off a lot of things. A lot of people keep, especially the retail narrative, people are fresh off the boat of Robinhood. They look at it. I'm guilty of it too. Yeah. Same here, right? You look at the price and you say to yourself, I want to get to that. That's the big price. Not understanding you don't want to buy the top of the mountain.
Exactly.
Anyway, here's the point I want to get into.
Go ahead. The base.
Yes. The point is, when you see things like this, because this gives you an idea of actual true mass adoption, interoperable payment infrastructure for the digital currencies of tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Through what? UDPN, a universal digital payments network, and to have the whole thing tied into Quant, because they are the blockchain standard for building on blockchain, like as Channing has pointed out, and many others. So we're gonna play this. This is 3 minutes. This kind of sums it up to a sense of why we point out so many things. And do you think we're just gonna end it there? No, I'm not gonna end it there. And again, it's up to Channing if he wants to stick it out. But guys, remember how we mentioned the whole thing of MasterCard a while back with Quant? Would you like to have an example about Visa? I'm telling you flat out, that's why I went all out tonight with Quant. I am so bullish on Quant. I can't stop talking about it. Some people said, all you talk about is JASMY. How come you don't talk about Quant? Well, I freaking talked about Quant tonight, right? And thank you to Channing being here. He talks about Quant all the freaking time. So let's go, as the saying goes. Let's have, it says second wind. Let's have third wind, okay? Third wind. Let's get into this. Let the research speak for itself. Again, just provide you stuff. It may seem like I'm hyped up. I'm excited. Who isn't excited about their portfolios at this particular point? If you've been in this game for, like myself, a couple bull runs, you are very excited because you understand this concept of Web3. We're not in Web3 yet. We're still in Web 2 technically, like a Web 2.5 or whatever the case be. We are really getting closer to that Web 3 thing. So what is this? Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and play this. I think it's a big deal. I think a lot of you guys think it's a big deal. Here we go. Sorry about the commercial.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI.
It has been such a meaningful couple of days at Davos. And the collaboration that we've seen really is a testament to the theme of World Economic Forum in Davos for 2023. Today is really about learning not only how modern finance is evolving, but what are the support rails that we are seeing for CBDCs. And it was truly incredible to see the innovations that the central bank governors that are involved with the CBD projects from around the globe.
After 18 months of work, we are very, very proud to announce the launch of the Universal Digital Payment Network, UDPN, today, an infrastructure to foster collaboration in a fragmented world. The vision is a global payments messaging network for digital currencies.
A piece of infrastructure like UDPN is the first step into the new world where you have to cope with multi-tokens, multi-channels, always including the traditional ones, and have to connect to the traditional world. And you have to tackle it somehow from a pure tech infrastructure point of view to be ready for the future. And I think there UDPN is a pretty good step forward.
We're seeing the ability here to validate the capabilities of the UDPN, how to onboard and define counterparties and connect these institutions to each other, and really validate the supporting business processes.
UDPN represents a very promising approach to handling one of the key issues around digital currencies or tokens, which is interoperability. So we believe something like a UDPN is one of a key layer of the ultimate solutions.
And also they have lined up a lot of promising partners, including the banks, all the partners here.
How this technology is ready for implementation. And I love seeing the use cases that UDPN is going to market with, because these are the next stage as we move forward.
We see that there's a lot of investment from central banks. We could create a product that was fairer for everybody, that everybody could use, to be able to interchange and swap digital currencies and then build on top of that with extra use cases like the one there are now.
We have a shared vision that the future of money is digital, but there needs to be an infrastructure that enables the interoperability of that, and also an infrastructure that enables people from around the industry, whether it's financial institutions, governments, technology companies, to be able to contribute to that and shape it.
So UDPM will foster effectively the collaboration because it'll be a transparent and secure platform, and it will be there just clearly for cross-border payments. It's here, ready, and now. We have the sandbox. Use it, take advantage of it, participate.
Okay. So the way I look at it is, listen to this for a second, all right? I know we had a super chat come through, and we're going to get into that in a second. So the reason why I want to point that out, in the video, did you guys notice the guy that we were talking about earlier? His name is Tim Bailey, Red Date. And he was in that interview from UDPN. So he, again, was referenced again. Who do we also have there, Channing? We had Standard Chartered. You know, they're real big on not just QNT, but like XRP and so on. You had HSBC, you had Hyperledger, and some of these other examples. So it wasn't just me showing, hey, Tim Bailey, you know, red date. Your thoughts?
The names and organizations just kept coming. I was reading people's titles. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is almost like the RLM, but it's like the RLM for like the Asia side of the world.
That's the best analogy you made tonight. Great example. I love it. Yes, thank you. I couldn't get the words for that. That was great. Boom. Yeah. It is for Asia. And that's why we referenced the whole thing of Hong Kong. So again, guys, understand the industry players. We saw first with JASMY, which is wow. And I think we're going to see another big thing with JASMY. But again, Quant gets it too, you know, and they already positioned themselves, and that's absolutely massive. And I'm glad that we pointed that out. The next part that we'll get into is in regard to ODAP and Visa. And of course, if you guys want proof about Gilbert Verdian and Quant, screenshots or it didn't happen, right? Quant Papa is so right about this. Before we get back into the comments, he pointed out to me, CryptoX, you'll start seeing institutions not post as much. Not saying that like Stellar and stuff like that won't post. I mean, because those are, you know, blockchain DLT, but it's the bigger players. So the bigger players that are like, you know, obviously like something like the BIS and whatnot, and this other one we're going to reference, they don't really post a lot on X, but where they've been posting like a lot like crazy is on, for instance,
LinkedIn.
What is it right here? Yeah, LinkedIn. Yeah. And it's like, why would that be? Because they understand, I think, that from a retail side, I know that sounds nuts. There's not a lot of people going there, but they talk a lot over there. It's kind of like their own platform from an institutional side of things. I always think that's so weird. Paul Papa pointed that out. He is so right. You really want to get the real updates, the juicy stuff, you have to go there. As a result, I do go there. Part of my utility tool belt. X, Reddit, a little bit of Quora. I know some people criticize Quora, but yes. And then on top of that, was it LinkedIn? Yeah, it's unbelievable. Some of you guys ask what cold storage solution I use. I use this, and it is the Decent wallet. All right. I also, of course, have a ledger like this. All right. You can get a discount basically from going into the affiliate link, which is in all the live video descriptions and recorded and so on. And for the yahoos that are out there, they're like, this is just a shield. And, you know, we'll point this out. And it's a great point. Were you aware that you don't necessarily get a discount link just going straight to the site? No, you actually have to go through a platform like this. So how cool is that? You know, I don't think anybody's complaining about that. But anyway, use the link, get a discount. There's another one here. If you're the type of person you want to get one for you and your, you know, significant other, you could get two of them. They actually have another promotion, which is this. And I think this is cool. You can get an all-in-one card wallet plus backup card package. Interesting. I thought that was cool. And again, one of the main key things I like about the Decent wallet is not having to do the red tape of, you know, jumping through all the hoops for XDC and the custom folder. I mean, Edward Vincent can vouch on that. Some of you guys can too as well in regards to Ledger. That was a pain in the butt. You don't have that problem. You literally open up your phone, it's on your app, track everything that's going on, right? And, you know, saying goes, not your keys, not your crypto. You know the drill. Check it all out, though, if you wish to do so. It is truly the cold storage solution that I use for the most part. There's still some on Ledger that, you know, I kind of split it up on it and so on. So it is what it is. But if I have preference over one, I'm going with this one. A lot easier to use and so on. And some people, even to this day, still ask me which one to use.